Hey, Comet fans.
Did you get in?
At this time, we'd like to direct your attention to the field. Tonight is Coach to Cure MD. Coaches around the country are joining forces to support the need to find a cure that affects so many young boys. This disease is a progressive disease that affects the body functions, but there are promising treatments on the horizon. Today, we have a very special guest, Danny Shurich and his family. Danny has Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Tonight's game is played in honor of Danny and the thousands of boys like him as part of the Coach to Cure MD. To make a donation to help find a cure for this disease, text the word CURE to 501-501. One more round of applause for Danny and his family. Comets won the toss, defers to the second half. Northeastern will receive.
Always get second half tap. Always take it.
You ready? Okay. You ready? I'm kind of stuck like right here. So. Okay.
You don't need light from over here, do you?
Hey, welcome to Millersville University, home of PENN MANOR, and tonight they face the Northeastern Bobcats, getting ready for our national anthem. Bruce Badgley, Cary Moyer, at our great venue here, and we're going to switch it over to the public address for a moment of silence.
2001, 20 years ago tomorrow. Thank you. And now please remain standing and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Hey, Bruce Badgley, Cary Moyer, right here again. What a beautiful broadcast position for us for, golly, this great event here, Northeastern Bobcats and PENN MANOR, talking to Coach John Skapansky of Northeastern. This is the first time they've played one another.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good one, I think. And we're talking a little bit pre-game, and of course we were here week one for PENN MANOR's opener. quite different conditions tonight. That was pretty much the monsoon, where a lot of games got pushed to Saturday. We got ours in, but beautiful night for football. And if you were watching with the national anthem, you can see the sun's just starting to set. Here at Millersville, and that'll be great. The crossover here, and the first time for these teams, and it's going to be just a great game. And I know we'll talk about a lot of things as we go through here, but I think we'll see some pretty good running games going on, and see how this one goes. We had a great one here the first week, and expect nothing less tonight. Both these teams coming in 1-1.
Okay, ready for action. Thanks for joining us here. Appreciate everything Steve Kramer and everyone here at PENN MANOR does to get these broadcasts ready. Thanks to John Skapansky for his talk here, before the game. Very informative, really good. Really enjoyed talking with these coaches before the game. Very early before the game, so that they're definitely, it's before they're getting into game mode. So they're much more relaxed, much more forthcoming. And here we go. So PENN MANOR did win the toss, and they've deferred to the second half, so they'll be kicking off to start our game tonight here at Chris Field at Millersville University. And it looks like number 14 kicking off once again. Pete Skiatis. He had the duties in the first game for PENN MANOR, and looks like another great showing here, Bruce, by the PENN MANOR student section. They were quite supportive and quite appropriately rowdy when we were here for the opening week, and they're out in full force again tonight. And it looks like the USA red, white, and blue theme in the student section here on the home side. And we're ready for football. Thanks for joining us here, SSP Network. Hopefully everybody can contribute to the PENN MANOR Coaches Association. And that's number 10, Connor Reeser. And out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. But, everybody can contribute. It doesn't have to be game day that you can contribute to the PENN MANOR Coaches Association. This is open for contribution for the entire week. So please, these are for scholarships that are going to fund, kids' education. So for a great cause, the PENN MANOR Coaches Scholarship Fund. So you can get back in and do that anytime. So here we go, Cary, 1st and 10. Yeah, nice opening kickoff. Got it inside the 10. The return was kind of going east and west. Gained a couple yards, 1st and 10 from the 22. And pitch out there. That looked like one of the receivers. It's number 87 there. Yeah, Adrian Castano. Yeah, and kind of like we talked about pregame here, Bruce. Of course, we were at Governor Mifflin last week, and you look at this running game here by the Bobcats opening up. There's the dive option, and then the option for the quarterback to keep it or pitch it, as he did on that first play. For really no gain. 2nd and 10. Quarterback number 7, Dalton Moyer. Still on his feet. Handed off there. That was number 28 on the carry, Adam Stockbauer. He didn't want to get on there, Cary. But as you mentioned in the open, we really expect a lot of running tonight by both teams. No, good hard run there. Got a lot of yards on his own. Picked up the first down. Moyer's also listed as a linebacker, so tough, scrappy kid. And the flip out there. Oh, and he fumbled the football. It looks like PENN MANOR's got it. Looks like the defender just got his hand in there and knocked it down.
That was a nice job by that Penn Moyer defense. Really stringing that out again. Fake the dive, quarterback, and then did pitch, and nice job of containing by the right side of that Penn Moyer defense, stretching it out and forcing the fumble and getting the recovery, putting Penn Moyer in great position here early on. 10:47 left in the first quarter. Their first time on offense, and they've got a 1st and 10 from the 32 going in.
So Eli Werfel hands it off. That's number 34 with the carry. Ethan Edelman picks up some good yardage on first down, so it's going to make it about 2nd down and 6.
Made by number 1, Isaiah Foster.
Not like you want to draw it up for Northeastern, fumbling on your opening possession, but for Penn Manor, hey, getting on the board first, always imperative for a running team.
No, I was super impressed with Werfel, the quarterback, the first time we saw him this season. Athletic, brings a lot to the table, can hurt you a lot of different ways, and good first couple snaps here for Penn Manor so far. And I think that's kind of one of the storylines when we saw them when they opened the season. That big offensive line just really took over in the second half, and I think that'll be a storyline again up front. I think we had some movement there on the left side.
Yeah, left end move. But yeah, I think talking with Coach Brubaker for Penn Manor before the game. I mean, he said, we just got to score more points. Well, I get that. I mean, everybody's got to score points, but, just taking advantage of situations, very, very important.
Well, no, first time here seeing the Bobcats this year, but, with the Comets, thought they were, considering the weather conditions here week 1, all things considered, played some pretty fundamentally sound football, and, here by week 3, expect to just see them keep getting better and better.
Werfel just pitches it out there to number 3, Deshaun Stanley.
Number 3, Deshaun Stanley. Fourth down.
So 4th down play.
Number 2, the quarterback, Werfel, is a junior, and as well as his receiver there making the catch. Number 3, Deshaun Stanley, both juniors here for Penn Manor.
All right, big play early on. Penn Manor, 4th and 1, deep in Northeastern territory. Werfel now calling signals, changing the play, and a timeout looks like the bench.
Timeout. Penn Manor.
They were a little discombobulated there at the line, Cary. I think they weren't expecting the look that they got. I think a smart timeout.
Talking about maybe the look you're not expecting. I know we were kind of back and forth. This week, I think it was yesterday when I got a hold of you. Talking about how crazy this week has already become early in the season here with, of course, trying to navigate through the pandemic, and teams, all of a sudden either having to postpone or cancel games, and teams picking up other teams. I think I texted you, Bruce, of from a coaching standpoint, you've been preparing all week. Now you've got your pregame walkthrough on a Thursday, and you're preparing for a whole new opponent. So not the case for us here tonight. Both these teams were scheduled to play, and we got a beautiful night here in Millersville.
So 4th down and 2, big play here early on for the Comets. Werfel. Edelman, good defensive stop. I don't think he got there. Number 79 with a big tackle. Not appearing on this roster. Coach told me they were kind of... The funny thing is, they were in between jerseys. They got the rosters for the new jerseys, and they didn't come in, so we play with old jerseys.
And again, it's just one of those things. I think with all of us and the different occupations we work in, we know about the supply chain on many types of items, and certainly athletic apparel is one of those things that gets affected as well.
And that's number 87 again with the ball there, Adrian Castano. So Dalton Moyer, quarterback here for Northeastern.
So again, both these teams coming in 1-1 on the season.
Tackle made by number 26, Spencer Stewart.
Northeastern, opened up with a loss with Gaysburg, 34-13, and a 16-14 win last week with Redland. They have 8 seniors on their roster tonight.
Moyer down, set the pass, intercepted. He threw it right to number 7, Jay Hanna.
Number 7, Jay Hanna.
Wow.
That was a great job by Hanna on that interception. And
brought down by number 31, Riley Dufault.
Again, I think we expected, a heavy dose of the run game by the Bobcats, and kind of set up the pass with the run game, and now two series in a row here to open the game for the Bobcats on offense, and 2 turnovers, fumble in that first series, and of course the pick here, which puts the Comets in great field position, opening this first quarter. 7:51 left, 1st and 10 from the 16 going in.
So Werfel, that's Eric Hinkle with him in the backfield, but Werfel keeps it himself up the middle. Got a few.
Werfel, the keeper.
Yeah, a little bit of jet action there, with Deshaun Stanley, who we had saw earlier with a nice catch. And Werfel pulled it, kept it himself, and got some positive yards. Got about 2 on that. 2nd and 8. Ball's now on the 14 going in for PENN Manor, the Comets. 7:22 left here in the first quarter.
2nd down and 8.
Right, Werfel quickly out to the side, and good defensive play there. Number 33 quickly on the ball is Dallas Moyer for Northeastern to stop that one. Short gain. They're down at about 6. Boy, really important that the Comets take advantage of this turnover, Cary.
Yeah, absolutely, Bruce. And that last play there kind of really spread things out. Started out with 3 receivers down below here, 2 up top, motion that guy across. Had those 2 receivers up top going vertical, try and clear things out, and then hit the guy that was coming across in motion and got a yard or 2 out of it.
For the end zone! Oh boy, just off the fingertips there of number 3, Deshaun Stanley. So it looks like they're going to try a field goal with number 14, Pete Skiatis. Pete's been pretty stellar on the special teams. Not only in the field goal kicking, but he did a great job punting the other night against Conestoga Valley too.
When we were here week 1, the weather conditions were certainly not in the favor of any kicker. Much better tonight.
30-yard field goal. Oh my! Looks like he pulled it to the left.
Yeah, I kind of just hooked that a little bit, and a little bit of a pull and wide to the left. But regardless, like you said, Bruce, would been a great opportunity for PENN Manor to take advantage of that turnover, starting out with 1st and 10 on the 16. The last play there, nice job coming across the back of the end zone by Deshaun Staley, and his guy beat, but it was just off his fingertips and set up that missed field goal attempt. So we're going to see the flip here, and 1st and 10 now for the Bobcats with 6:24 left in the first quarter.
Dalton Moyer still got it, and he just got blasted. Nice tackle there by number 24, Westover.
Yeah, really nobody biting there, as far as anything with the inside, and just a great job coming up hard by that right side of that PENN Manor defense, and the no pitch relationship left there. He just kind of had to eat it, and great job screaming upfield there by PENN Manor, and they made him pay for it, and loss of yards, tackle for loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
Moyer. Looks like some crossbuck action. Nice hole there for number 31, Riley Default. And he takes it all the way up near midfield.
No, it was a great run there by number 31, Default, and he's listed as a freshman. And
fourth out of bounds by number 84, Ty Grassel.
again, what we've seen with the offense so far, they're kind of going and looking. We're going to keep it with the quarterback, pitch it out, and just kind of came back with the counter action there, and it was very successful for him. Big pickup. First and 10, ball on their own 49, but. Ball security has been the issue for the Bobcats so far. Let's see how they can do the rest of the series.
5:40 remaining in the opening quarter. No score here for Millersville University. Moyer, that's number 87. We haven't had an 87 carry the ball in a little while. Says Adrian Castano.
Yeah, more.
Maybe that's because he's in between jerseys like most of the team.
Yeah. Let's hope our roster is correct with what they're wearing tonight. But no, in the 87s, you're thinking it's some jet sweep coming across the field, but they're coming out of the backfield.
Oh, gosh. All right, so 2nd and 9 from midfield. Down to about 5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter here. No score. And nice play there by Moyer to get something.
Moyer on the keeper. Step at number 44, Adam Dittmer.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6. Ball in the 47. Really first meaningful drive for
3rd down and 6.
Northeastern. Actually, they turned it over on their first 2 possessions deep in their own territory. And just remember that part of the game, Cary, because that could be important.
No, but
Moyer back to pass, and he's under pressure, but he's got some room. Throws. Nice catch there. That looks like that's number 31 there. Wally Default. And in for the touchdown from 47 yards.
2 huge plays. There is a flag, though, I think, Bruce. 2 huge plays for Default so far in this drive. Great job, countering back there on the run play. Great job on that. And Bruce, super impressed with what Moyer did there. A lot of times in that situation, the quarterback just may pull it and run. He actually turned his shoulders, got square, made a nice pitch and catch there with Default. Great looking play.
Back, though.
But unfortunately, that yellow hanky, I think it's coming back.
Oh, personal foul.
Northeastern.
Negates the touchdown. I mean, that's almost going to take them back from where they started. Oh, my. Remember that play, too.
Yeah, so, again, their first 2 drives, turning the ball over. This drive really starting to put some things together offensively. And, unfortunately, the personal foul miscue is going to set them back. But regardless, they're on the Penn Manor side of the field. It's...
They did get a first down out of it. Moyer now calling signals. That's out to Castano, and he just got cut down. Beautiful tackle there by number 9, Eric Hinkle.
Yeah, and Hinkle's a guy that we talked about. He's one of the team captains for Penn Manor. And did a lot of really great things for this team week 1 when we were here all over the field, in a lot of different capacities. But with that pitch, it was just a little bit behind him on his back hip, and instead of kind of catching that pitch in stride and being able to really kind of get full out of steam, the timing was just off.
So Moyer, and he just got collared in there quickly. That was number 47, Jimmy Keck.
Number 47, Jimmy Keck.
Public address announcer has got too. Alright, so here's Moyer. And it's intercepted again! Down the sidelines! Beautiful play!
Picked up by number 47, Jimmy Keck.
Jimmy Keck, boy, he's had one heck of a series.
No, and again, that was just thrown a little bit behind, and So we've got 3 offensive series here so far for the Bobcats, and 3 turnovers, a fumble in the first, and 2 interceptions so far. So our defense coming up big again, avoided with the personal foul, and we're sitting here at 0-0 in the first quarter.
Werfel down to the end zone. And actually a great defensive play by the receiver there, number 3, Deshaun Stanley.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely great coverage by the Bobcats in great position, and real heads-up play there, from Penn Manor, flipping from being a receiver to a D-back and just knocking that ball down.
Yeah, a nice play there, but Penn Manor's just got to take advantage of a turnover here. So Eli Werfel, and he keeps it himself up the middle. Good yardage there.
That's the second time we've seen that so far in the first half, and Werfel's gotten positive yards both times with it. But I think what you just said, Bruce, is kind of spot on there. This game could be very lopsided. 3 turnovers each time the Bobcats have had the ball. Great job by the Penn Manor defense, but the offense hasn't been able to capitalize on it. So with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, we're still sitting here at 0-0 in Millersville.
All right, Werfel now. 3rd and 5. Important play here. Back to pass. Right in quickly, and he gets away. Takes it himself, going for the sticks, and smart move getting the first down.
Yeah, no, it was a nice job by number 44, Wilhite, getting in there, for the Bobcats, but couldn't secure the tackle for loss. And Werfel, using that athletic ability, turns it into a real positive, for the Comets, and picks up the first down. And 1st and 10 from about the 17 going in. So this is pretty much where they started that last drive. They started 1st and 10 from the 16. Now they're 1st and 10 from the 17. Let's see if they can capitalize this time.
All right, Werfel now. A lot of movement on that offensive side, resetting. And that's number 34.
And up goes number 34, Ethan Edelman.
It's sitting there kind of crazy. They got 34 above 33, so I couldn't pick that up.
That was a great job by Penn Manor there again, having those 2 guys kind of flip positions, but you had the 2 receivers up top, so of course the Bobcats D had to honor that, and brought the big tight end down on the line of scrimmage. He did a nice job sealing that right side and allowing for all those positive yards, and bringing up all right, 1st and goal from the 1.
Werfel. Oh man, he got clocked. That was number 87 on defense, Adrian Castano, with a big hit, stopping Ethan Edelman short of the goal line. So winding it down to about 50 seconds in the first quarter, Cary, and finally Penn Manor knocking on the door.
So it'll be interesting to see again. 1st and goal from the 1. We saw him kind of sputter here week 1 a little bit. This close down to the goal line. Let's see if they can punch it in tonight.
Werfel. Edelman doesn't get there.
Edelman to get him to Cary.
I'll tell you what.
That's going to end the quarter.
Step at number 44, Owen Wilhite.
Let's see if they can get another one off. It's actually, we'll see, 16, 15 seconds now. But I'll tell you what, as great as, we think, the Penn Manor defense has done getting those turnovers, the Bobcat defense has held strong.
Werfel's in there for the touchdown.
Comets into the end zone for Penn Manor. Number 2, Eli Werfel.
Nice job by Penn Manor there, punching it in, taking advantage of the Bobcat miscues earlier on.
Extra point, 14 minutes, yes.
like my high school fight song on Wisconsin. Well, I just realized that Penn Manor's fight song is on Wisconsin, the same as my high school, Chesterton High School in Chesterton, Indiana. Shout out to my Trojans.
Shout out to one of our sponsors, UPMC.
So for those of you who just joined us for the first time, I'm a Pennsylvania guy. Bruce is one of those there Indiana Hoosiers, but we've kind of adopted them here in PA, and we have a lot of fun doing this each Friday night. But so I guess I need to start keeping track of that stat, how many times we hear on Wisconsin at games we do this year.
It's quite honestly, it is not one of the more popular high school fight songs. That's why I make mention of it, that in consecutive weeks, and obviously in the future weeks that we do these Penn Manor games, hey, what's going to happen when Wilson and Penn Manor play October 1st? They're both going to be playing the same fight song.
Yeah, I guess we're getting kind of in stereo then.
That's going to be classic, man. All right, Skianis. Oh, Cary loves when I digress. All right, that's number 10 with the ball there, Connor Reeser.
We go for number 10.
And I'm not alone, Bruce. I know our fans, they kind of follow us each week if their teams aren't playing or if they're out of the area. They love when you digress, too.
The tackle.
Yeah, well.
26, Spencer Stewart.
Come on.
Number 33.
That's just me. I'm just being myself.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That's what we've always done, Bruce.
Northeastern 0.
Just two dudes, bringing these games and having a lot of fun doing it. Great job by both sides, though, Bruce. I think there are a lot of positives, and really, if you look at both of those defenses, takeaways by Penn Manor, but that Bobcat defense hanging tough when your offense has turned it over 3 times, that's commendable as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, you really do have to give a lot of credit to that Northeastern defense for hanging tough.
Comets are led
throughout all of that, but boy, I tell you what, talking with Coach Stepanski for Northeastern before the game, he talked a lot about the fact that they're going to throw a pass here and there. Passing was really an important part of their offense that first quarter. So I don't know if he was kind of pointing the wrong direction, but it's a shame they had that one touchdown called back, on a penalty. But, hey, they're going to have an opportunity to get right back at it. So 1st and 10 now for Northeastern. Ball's on the 30-yard line. And that's right up the middle. Nice run there. That was, I believe, number 28, Adam Stockbauer.
Yeah, nice job there, picking up a couple extra tough yards. And, again, these are
number 4, Charlie Gonzalez.
These are the kind of positions you want to be in with a 2nd down and 3.
2nd down and 3.
They can hear you. All right, 2nd down and short. And still going for a 1st down.
Stockbauer in the carry.
Stockbauer again.
Stopped on play by number 56.
So a good start to this drive by Northeastern.
1st down for the
About
Bobcats.
11:17 to go in the first half, and it's 7-0 in favor of the Comets. Thanks for stopping by SSPN. Hopefully you contributed to the Penn Manor Coaches Scholarship Fund. Oh, that's Castellano again. Excuse me, Castano.
And number 87, Adrian Castano.
Yeah, we're getting wrong numbers. I mean, a couple of press announcements got the same one because all the guys the same name.
Great job there by the Bobcats, kind of securing that edge, having the lead blocker out there in front, but 2 defenders screaming up for Penn Manor helped avoid a big play there. So it brings up 2nd and 8. The ball's on the Bobcats 42, 10-20 left here in the 2nd quarter.
And right up the gut again. It was Stockbauer again.
Stop at number 44, Adam Tendler.
3rd and 5 from the, looks like the 45-yard line. 9:50 to go here in the first half. Moyer now calling signals. He's still got the ball, and a nice play there again by number 47, Jimmy Keck.
Moyer sacked on a play by number 47, Jimmy Keck.
Great job by Keck, and we've certainly heard his name a couple times now tonight. Here on defense over the PA, and just a great job by a Penn Manor defense.
So a good stop there, forcing a punt. Looks like that's number 99, Ryan Malley, back to kick.
If you're keeping score there, Bruce, the Penn Manor band, there's still a little Bon Jovi and Living on a Prayer.
Oh, and a tough bounce there. That's going to give Penn Manor good field position up to about the 43-yard line, Cary.
Bailey's punt down at the 43-yard line. Penn Manor takes over, 1st and 10.
Well, that one I think I had some trouble with because there's only one guy with a 90 series jersey on my program, and he also called him a different name. So hopefully, folks, we're doing the best we can. We're using the roster that we got. Coach Skapansky talked about the fact that they were kind of in between jerseys here, so we're doing the best we can. But we do know that the Penn Manor numbers are accurate, and Warfel.
Pass was incomplete.
Good coverage there by Northeastern.
Great job by the Bobcat defense, and again, they gave up that touchdown on a very short field. With Penn Manor starting on about the 17, but to be able to be sitting here only down by 7-0, in the second quarter after having to come back from 3 offensive turnovers, hats off to the Bobcat defense.
So Werfel. It gives it to number 3, Stanley. And he is really corralled there by number 33. We hope that's Dallas Moyer for Northeastern. We're going to preface that
number 33,
with the
Dallas
words,
Moyer.
we hope that.
Brings him a 3rd down and 15.
No, it's a great job again by the Bobcat defense. Really getting that penetration and creating that bubble. Brings up a 3rd and 15 with that big tackle for loss. The ball is on the 38. 8:13 left here in the second quarter.
All right, so Werfel. He's under pressure. Gets it there to number 9, Eric Hinkle. And a nice play by Hinkle to get up the sidelines inside the 40-yard line.
And as he said, under pressure, and that was by design. Great job on the execution of that screen there by Penn Manor. Those D linemen were screaming in, and again with the athleticism of Warfel there, got it up over the top, got it to Hinkle, and again Hinkle's the guy that makes a lot of plays for this Penn Manor football team in a lot of different ways, and great job there of execution with that screen by Penn Manor. Brings up a 1st and 10 from the 35 going in.
Warfel. That looked like it could have been a backward pass there to Hinkle.
Yeah, and we've seen that both ways tonight, and again, that's just that's difficult. Whether it's behind him, a foot or two, or when you throw it at the feet, and you kind of disrupt the timing of the guys that you're trying to get out in space. Unfortunately, it just ends up best case scenario, net 0 yards, but often it can end up being something in the negative, like we saw here earlier, with the Bobcats with the pass behind the guy and ended up turned into an interception.
So Penn Manor now, 2nd and 11. Werfel. Back to pass. He's under the gun. And wow, all over the field is Adrian Castano again for Northeastern.
No, just a lot of pressure there early on, and they kind of started with them spread out. 2 receivers down here below, motion one up to the top. Getting the 3 up top, and just never had the time to really see what was going to develop down the field. Great job by the Bobcat defense bringing the heat.
Werfel. He's under pressure. That was the quarterback, number 7, Dalton Moyer, putting pressure on Werfel.
Well, I kind of talked about Moyer number 7 for the Bobcats earlier there, and you were talking about some of those tough yards he got being scrappy. So again, you certainly see it here in high school football, but when your quarterback's also one of your linebackers too, that they're usually a pretty tough dude.
All right, timeout. Want to thank our friends at Brute Athletic for their support of our broadcast. Brute does a great job with athletic apparel. They give out the District 3, District 7, District 12-1 Player of the Week award on our shows. And just a great job. We also want to thank our friends at Get Recruited Consulting as well.
Lancaster Toyota.
Andrew Cohen, just a great job, takes a personal approach in his clients' recruiting. I think any kid and any family who is wanting to find out what's going on with their child's recruiting, it's as easy as picking up the phone and talking to Andrew. Get Recruited Consulting, and give Andrew a call. He'll tell you all about it. So kicking it here is Penn Manor. Skiatis, oh, nice roll. And, well, there's the lost start. Oh, my gosh. The lost start of the coffin corner kick inside the 10, down to about the 6 carry.
He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, they'll only show up as, started at the 35, got down to the 6, so like a 29-yarder. But again, as far as the net, but just what a great job. And I think we saw one of those week 1 on the opposite corner down here, Bruce, away from the scoreboard side, where he dropped one in like that. And, again, that is just huge. And, so again, this Bobcat offense, who has struggled a little bit with ball security through the first quarter, now is starting out 1st and 10 from their own 6 for this drive. 5:55 left, second quarter.
Dalton Moyer handing the ball there to number 28 again. That's Adam Stockbauer. I tell you what, don't sell the Penn Manor defense short either. They played a whale of a first half as well, causing turnovers, really limiting the running game of the Bobcats here to force them to throw the ball.
Again, tough spot for this Bobcat defense starting out, with their backs up against their own end zone. That's 2nd and 8 from the 8.
Moyer. That's number 28 again, Stockbauer, and he's got a first down. Nice run there. I think a big play there to get out from the shadow of their own end zone and give themselves a little breathing space here. 5:05 till halftime, Cary. Still a lot of time to get some points on the board.
No, and really with, I think it's really, both these defenses have been real, productive in their own ways. Again, with Penn Manor having those early takeaways, with the Bobcats, coming up, time after time, making stops, to keep this at a 7-0 game here with 5:05 left in the second quarter. Penn Manor, the home team, up on top here at Millersville University.
Well, one thing you can say about the officials of this game, they're being very deliberate. Finally got around to doing the signal for a holding penalty. And that's going to march the Bobcats back. Boy, just when they started to get a little breathing space, they're being marched back toward their goal line.
So expand on deliberate. Is that uncertain, trying to be sure, lollygagging, or is it deliberate, Bruce?
I don't know. They finally decided where to put the ball.
Second down and 8.
So it's a second down and 8. Ball's on the 8-yard line. So Dalton Moyer now pitches it out. That's number 1 with the ball, Isaiah
This goes
Foster.
number 1, Isaiah Foster.
First time he's carried the ball tonight. Good game.
Getting the stop for the Comets.
Great job on the ball security, but again, they had some breathing room, now kind of backed up, but I think that was a great offensive football play, Bruce, and again, it's one of those you just love to watch, keep watching on film, but just it kind of every step of it, just unfolded the way it was supposed to unfold, with the defense coming, and then ultimately the pitch, good relationship, got it out there. 3rd and 4 from the 12.
Big play here. Moyer hands the ball off on a nice defensive play there with the tackle.
Number 31, Riley Default.
Yeah, just got into his lower legs.
That was number 7 with a really great tackle there. Clay Hanna. But a first down.
For Northeastern.
Now they gave it to him.
So just down under 4 minutes remaining in the first half, Cary. They got a long way to go. Moyer. That's the pitch out to number 31 there, Riley Default.
Pitch goes to number 31, Riley Default.
Good gain on first down, but boy, they need more yardage than just 5 or 6.
It's like a 2nd and 4 from the 22. 3:23 left here in the second quarter. Beautiful night for football here in Millersville, Pennsylvania. PENN MANOR Comets.
So Moyer.
Stadium.
Back the pass. He's under the rush. Takes off.
It's like he picked up another first
down. Play there for the first down and a flag.
There was a flag in the play.
Yeah, it was well after the runner was down, so I'm guessing some sort of extracurriculars possibly here.
Maybe they were giving him the business. Well, the huddle is snapped. And as I said, the officials being quite deliberate with their penalty administration tonight. They haven't even given a signal.
Well, it looks like it's going to go against PENN MANOR. Big break there for the Bobcats, picking up the first down.
Personal foul, PENN MANOR.
Boy, just what the doctor ordered. Now good field position out to about the 44-yard line, but 2:58 only remaining in the half.
Plenty of time, Bruce.
Dalton Moyer, he's back to pass. And a nice pitch and catch there, complete to number 1, Isaiah Foster.
Moyer's pass complete to number 1, Isaiah Foster.
No, nice job rolling out again by Moyer. We saw him roll left before and be able to turn set of shoulders here, rolling out to the right. They had 3 receivers down here at the bottom.
2nd and 3.
Nice job hitting the guy on the out. Picking up about 7 yards, and 2nd and 3. The ball is on PENN MANOR side of the field now on the 49. 2:19 left.
Moyer. And a nice defensive play there by number 4, Charlie Gonzalez.
Moyer on the carry.
And, Moyer might be slow to get up. I can't tell if that's him down on the field. The official's standing right between me and the jersey. It sure looks like, but we'll wait and see. think it is more. Hey, listen, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Don't forget, you can contribute to the PENN MANOR Coaches Scholarship Fund for the next week. The link that you got to this game is the same link that you can donate to the PENN MANOR Scholarship Fund. This is fundraising streaming. It's a great way for PENN MANOR and other schools to fund things like the scholarship fund, anything that you're trying to raise money for. There isn't anybody at a high school who isn't asking for money, regardless of what club. So any school, you can put one of these broadcasts together. We'll show you how. Just DM us at Premium Sports or me, Badgley Bruce. We'll definitely show you how you can accomplish it. It's very easy. We can administrate it for you. It's a great way to raise money, and your fans are really going to, like the process. So it's through Eventbrite, a great system there, and so here we go. Looks like that was Moyer who was down, and now with a minute 58 to go, Cary, Northeastern's got to get a new quarterback in there and try and get some points on the board.
Or had the little timeout, just trying to peek at some scores. I think you were talking about the Wilson Bulldogs being out here at PENN MANOR later this season, correct, Bruce?
So Connor Reeser in their quarterback now. Quickly out to Foster. Close to a first down. I don't know if he got there.
Complete to number 1, Isaiah Foster.
Great job there. High percentage pass. Got it out quick. Guy where he could catch it, get upfield, and picked up the first down with that. So
first down for the Bobcats.
It's a great first snap for a quarterback coming in.
So he remains in there, number 10, Connor Reeser at quarterback. Big drive here. And out, looking deep. Oh, kind of flutters it up there. Incomplete. Good coverage. Really didn't have anybody to throw to, Cary. And
no, but you know what? Nice job by him. Rolling out to his left, squaring his shoulders, waiting, trying to find somebody open. Maybe not the most pronounced pass in the world there, but again, when you bring a backup quarterback in and those are his first 2 snaps, I'll take it, because we know sometimes things drastically change when you end up bringing in a new quarterback. But Reeser, listed as a 10th grader here coming in, and really hasn't changed her offense. Limited it down so far.
Moyer back in there, crossbook action. That's number 31, Caden Perez. Big game down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and the nice thing with that is he had 3 white jerseys, 3 friends out in front of him there. Huge play, making some real positive things happen there as a unit. With the lead blocking and getting it down to a 1st and 10 on the 25. Under a minute now, 53 seconds left here in the second quarter. Bobcats are on the drive.
Moyer now looking for anybody. Oh, beautiful catch there. Number 28 there, Stockbauer. Beautiful catch and a timeout. Beautiful play there. 39 seconds left. Just got a couple timeouts.
Just a great job of execution. Great job threading the needle there in traffic, getting it in. And when you look at kind of how this game has progressed, and starting out with 3 turnovers on offense, only being down 7-0 here, going into under a minute left in the second quarter. If the Bobcats can get in the end zone here, that would be huge. Coming out at a tie game, coming out to start the second half.
Visit CoachToCureMD.
Well, as most of the items have, not gone in Northeastern's favor this first half. They're knocking on the door to tie this game. I think that's a testament to the team that they've hung in there. They played very well. Just had obviously a couple of turnovers, but they get some points on the board here, Cary. They're obviously right back in it.
First and goal from the 9-yard line.
All right, first and goal from the 9. That's Perez. Caden Perez is actually number 31. Did get that word up here. So another timeout. Good timeout here by Northeastern. 27 seconds to go here in the first half.
Northeastern.
Ball, I believe, is now on about the 6 or 7 yard line. 27 seconds left.
So if you're on the Northeastern sideline there, if you're Coach Skapansky, what are you telling those guys?
5-star technicians are available.
I mean, really, depending upon their play selection here, you got 2 plays easy. So, again, if you're going to throw it, take the shot in the end zone. You want to put the ball up where only your guy has the opportunity to get it, nobody else. If they do choose to run it, it's going to be. If they come up short, it's getting back to the ball and getting that one more snap. But again, it's one of those things of if you say somebody turned over the ball their first 3 possessions, it's like you think things have gone off the rails, but they're in it here.
Stockbauer he kept moving forward down to about the 3.
Yeah, we'll see if they put his knee where the ball got to. It may be the 1 or 2.
And looks like they're going to use their final timeout with 12 seconds left. Well, you don't want to you would want to have to end any other way. 12 seconds left. It's 3rd down and goal. The ball's at the 2-yard line. It's probably touchdown or nothing for them, Cary. What do you think?
It's 3rd down. You got 2 downs. I mean, if you can get the ball off quick and try and, again, like I had said, trying to, if you're going to pass it here, you got to obviously get into the end zone and put it in position that your guy is the only guy that has an opportunity for it. And if it's an incomplete pass, if you execute, the play quickly, you may still have a fourth down here, and you can, potentially just try and pound it in or try to pass again. But if you're going to try and put the ball in the air again, it's got to be something quick. With only having 12 ticks left here.
Okay. 3rd and goal from the 2. 12 seconds remaining here in the first half. Northeastern. Looking to throw. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of number 20, Watkins. So now it does come down. Are they going to kick a field goal?
I don't know, but again, it's one of those things. You're going out there and you're short of the goal line. Honestly, being incomplete was better than catching it because there was a good chance he had been, tackled, outside of the end zone and been in bounds, and we could have been in the position of not having, this play that we have in front of us right now.
Up and good. That's number 99, Ryan Mary. So 7-3. No, smart move. Getting some points. I mean, considering everything that they've been through, to be 7-3 at the half, Cary, I think Coach Skapansky is happy with that.
Yeah, and I'll say, that's huge for the PENN defense as well. Keeping them out of the end zone and making them settle for the field goal. I mean, it was
transportation is looking for bus drivers.
Again, you can find a lot of positives both ways here for both these teams. I mean, I think certainly the defenses have been stepping up. Again, when your first 3 possessions on offense lead to turnovers, and your defense is only giving up 7 points in the first half here, that's huge for the Bobcats. And again, going through this whole first half and only giving up 3 points, that's huge for the PENN Manor defense. So I guess really we'll see in the second half then, which team is able to kind of put some things together, sustain some drives, and be able to punch it in. But so far it's been the story of these two defenses so far tonight.
All right, Ryan Malley probably just going to squib it down there, I would guess, with just 4 seconds remaining until halftime.
Here you are, being the kicker whisperer again, Bruce.
All right, well, we'll see. We got everybody up in the hand steam. Hey, he did squib it. Oh, look at that! All right, picked up there by PENN Manor finally at the 24. And all right, just 1 second goes off the clock, so PENN Manor has one last play. Be interested if they're going to do anything other than the kneel down here.
Well, of course, the odds would say a kneel down, maybe just hand off ball, up the middle. But again, Werfel's a super athletic quarterback. You could let him take a shot.
And that's the end of the first half.
Why did he wind? Why did he wind the clock? I mean, it doesn't start until he snaps the ball. It doesn't matter. I mean,
we got the first half in the books, and a beautiful night for football here in Millersville, Pennsylvania. The sun is just about set, but great defensive battle so far. PENN Manor 7, and the home field, the Comets here up on top, and the Bobcats 3, and be back for the second half to see how this one finishes out.
Yeah, going to be an exciting one. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you in a bit.
I'm gonna run down his job.
Here, I left the mic on so they can hear the band.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Northeastern High School is proud to present the 2021 edition of NHS Bobcat Marching Band. Our field trip this year presented is the Bobcats.
that logo up for if you take this down and then put the logo up and then bring the scoreboard back, it'll go over the logo rather than the logo impinging on this. So if we do it like this,
Then if I hit the scoreboard and brought it back up.
I couldn't find anything as to why.
Fans, if you purchased a 50-50 ticket,
up 21.
get those out. We're going to announce the winner shortly. Once again, if you purchased a 50-50 ticket, get those out. Hey, Comet fans, another Comet action earlier today. Congratulations to the girls soccer team who defeated Hetfield 3-0. Scoring goals for the Comets included Lily Shudra, Carly Keene, and Lauren Stoner. with assists from Kerrigan Thompson, Carolyn Hinkle, and Carly P. Involved in the shutout for the Comets with goalkeeper Allie Burkholder, and defenders including Izzy Klieg, Ella Kratz, Emma Landis, and Megan Burkholder. Congratulations, Comets.
All right, welcome back to Millersville University. Halftime here of PENN MANOR and Northeastern. Bruce Badgley, Cary Moyer, the man, the myth, the legend, Ethan Sanner
Congratulations
with us.
to the junior high team.
And
last 2-0.
7-3, Cary. And I tell you what, a very, very interesting first half. I think, you know, Northeastern really dodged the bullet that first half with 3 turnovers. And PENN MANOR, though, was able to get one of those, cash in on one of those for a touchdown. And then late in the first half, the Bobcats drove the length of the field to get a field goal. I mean, they were stuck there at the 2-yard line with just a few seconds to go. Coach Kapansky decided to go for the field goal, I think wisely so, and we've got a 7-3 ball game.
No, again, kind of closed the first half with it, opened this half with it about, how outstanding both the defenses were. Again, the first 3 offensive drives for the Bobcats were turnovers, with putting the ball on the ground, and then two picks, and those can always, of course, turn into real disaster. But for that Bobcat defense to just step up time after time after time, and only allow PENN MANOR to put 7 points on the board is commendable. And like you said, on the flip side there, the drive by the Bobcats resulting in just a field goal there, late in the half. Tip of the cap to the PENN MANOR Comets defense there as well. So again, kind of closed, right before half with is, what are we going to see here in the second half? Can we see one of these offenses start to be able to, put some drives together and start to, establish themselves a little bit offensively, and see, who can, put some points on the board here. But again, both of these defenses have, been tough so far tonight.
Yeah, clearly stellar defensive efforts on both sides of the ball. Quite honestly, I think that the team that can throw the ball a little bit, effectively in the second half could come out on top here because, like I said, a really tough sledding with any kind of running for both teams. And, when PENN MANOR, when Northeastern had that big drive, they had a big pass play there down the sidelines to get them in good field position. So I'm looking for maybe a little bit more passing by both teams this second half.
Yeah, and the passing game that we did see so far in the first half has been, again, more short game, kind of high percentage passes, some stuff on the outs, a little bit across the middle, screens sprinkled in there, nothing really as far as, those deep verticals downfield. But again, that was huge as well. A great play for the Bobcats, picking up, a touchdown that was called back, by a penalty. But again, we've seen some good yardage plays, but again, we haven't seen these defenses, really getting gashed either. So again, PENN MANOR won the coin toss and elected to defer here to the second half, so they kicked off to start the first. PENN MANOR began the ball here to open the second half. Started the third quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. Beautiful night here in Millersville, Pennsylvania. Sun is pretty much down now, and we're ready to go, Bruce.
And off we go.
Here we go.
Back deep there, number 34 with the ball. It's Edelman.
Kickoff return number 34, Ethan Edelman.
So Edelman, nice return to start the second half. And PENN MANOR.
Dallas Moyer.
Yeah, nice job fielding the ball there, about the 10, and picking up some good yardage, getting it out to about the 35. Again, can't complain about that for your starting position on this first drive. 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Comets.
So Eli Werfel
1st and 10 for the Comets.
played a pretty intelligent first half, protecting the football, and a great pitch to Abelman out to the outside, and wow, what a great play coming up for the tackle, and he's down. It looked like that was number 11 there, Fernando Flores. I mean, he came charging up the field to make that tackle, and he is down, unfortunately. But a nice play to stop that play dead in its tracks.
No, anytime either of these offenses tried to go outside on stuff, we've seen a pretty good job either with contain and creating bubbles or just being able to string it out. And the Bobcats did that there again, on that play.
So timeout for a injury here, but I tell you what, Cary, what a beautiful facility here. I mean, obviously this is Millersville University. But for us, my gosh, great accommodations. Can't thank Steve Kramer, athletic director at PENN MANOR, anymore. I mean, we don't have to worry about, rain. Great place to observe the game, and just fantastic.
No, it's the best of both worlds. We always love to be outside, Bruce, and we're outside, but we're undercover, and we did not get a drop of rain on us 2 weeks ago, during those monsoon conditions, and here we are tonight, great conditions, but no, you're right, and again, Millersville University here, also the home field for PENN MANOR, but just another one of the great PSAC facilities here in Pennsylvania.
Werfel back to pass, looking deep, escaping, and he's brought down. Nice play there by number 44. That was Ron Waite. Nice play there by Ron.
44. Owen Wilhite.
Oh yeah, that was Owen Wilhite. I guess the only thing that we don't have in the broadcast booth is a light, and getting a little dark reading the programs, but
yeah, we can
get by.
.37 left here in the third quarter.
Werfel looking deep, and did he catch it? No, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Again, beautiful night here in Millersville. Of course, Bruce and I were here week one for PENN MANOR's win over Conestoga Valley. A lot of rain that night. A lot of games that week were pushed back to Saturday. We talked about it then, talking about games, my playing days, coaching days with rain, but as far as being a fan, probably the two heaviest rains I've been in were here at Millersville, one for a Westchester Millersville game, and then 2 weeks ago for the Comets.
So Skiatis, another stellar punt for PENN MANOR, all the way down to about the 12-yard line.
12-yard line. Northeastern takes over, 1st and 10.
So Northeastern now, they've had tough field position all night. Let's see if they can take advantage of this one.
Yeah, I think one thing worth noting here too, Bruce, is again, even though it's been a very defensive battle, we have seen the ball move across the 50 both ways. And sometimes when we're doing these games, it seems like it's always played on one half of the field.
Dalton Moyer under center. He still got the football. Cuts it up. Nice play. Smart play there.
Moyer and the keeper.
Yeah, no, just kind of banged into his his back coming through. Didn't give it out on the dive, pulled it, kept it, came around end, kept it himself instead of pitching, and great job picking up positive yards there. Again, I don't think there's any offensive play calling coach in the world that doesn't appreciate having a 2nd and 3. It really opens up a lot what you can call. 9:36 left here in the third quarter.
Moyer. That's Stockbauer.
And up goes number 28, Adam Stockbauer.
Got a couple yards.
And this is their game, and even that drive that they had, Bruce, at the end of the half there, where they ultimately got the field goal out of it, they stuck to their game plan, and this is what you see, and they're going to keep banging it. Keep making you honor, the dive. Have to respect what the quarterback's going to do, and the pitch is always there as well.
Moyer keeps it himself. Nice cutback. Nice tackle there by number 42. That was Demir Wesley for Penn Manor.
Time tackle by number 42, Demir Wesley.
So good run on first down, about 3 yards. This is what they like, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's, they're happy with that.
Yeah, but it brings up a 2nd and 7. Last time it was a 2nd and 3, and, you get those 3 yards, 3 and 3 is 9. You're still short of the first, so see if they can keep moving forward here. Bobcats on the move.
That's one. That's Foster.
Foster on the carry.
Not a lot there. No. Good defensive play by Penn Manor.
Tackle may have been number 51, Sebastian Rivera.
Again, I haven't mentioned as much tonight, but Penn Manor doing a nice job of getting a lot of guys to the ball.
3rd down and 8.
So a 3rd and 8. Northeastern on their first drive of the second half. Penn Manor on top of this, 7-3. Boy, the student section really fired up here at Penn Manor.
They've got great students here at Penn Manor. We've seen it each time we've been here.
And another incomplete there. Moyer, he was open, just couldn't get Foster the ball. And so that's going to bring on the punter. I believe that's going to be number 99, Ryan Malley.
Nice concept, though, trying to sell the pitch coming this way, the toss coming this way, coming back, rolling out to his right. So unfortunately couldn't connect, but
number 99,
fourth down, kicking from their own 27.
McCabe Kreider and Eric Hinkle deep. That's going over to Hinkle. He calls for the fair catch.
Just nice job getting that ball off.
Fair catch made by number 9, Eric Hinkle.
Had to go down a little bit for the snap, got it off.
1st and 10 for the Comets.
Again, just getting it out of there, flipping the field, getting it across the 50. We'll see what Penn Manor can do with this drive coming up. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 46. Comets have the ball with 7:41 left here in the third quarter. Score still at 7-3 for the home team. Comets 7 and the Bobcats 3.
Penn Manor clearly the winner in the field position battle all night long. So that was a direct snap. Wildcat action. That was number 18 there, Caleb Hess. Excuse me, McCabe Kreider.
Direct snap to number 18, McCabe Kreider.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. Penn Manor still on their side of the field. Ball's on the 49. 7:17 left here in the third quarter.
And I believe McCabe Kreider is related to one of the assistant coach on Penn Manor's is Dan Kreider, former Pittsburgh Steeler. So I believe that's kind of a family Kreider. If that name sounds familiar to Lancaster, Lebanon, and Pittsburgh Steeler fans. Dan Kreider, former Steeler, on the staff here
Of course, a Mannheim Central grad.
Yeah. Assistant Coach Brubaker got to meet Dan at the scrimmage with Governor Mifflin. He was very kind. I came walking out. I came walking out of the restroom, and there was a guy standing there, and I just introduced myself. I said, "Hi, I'm Bruce Badgley." He said, "Hi, I'm Dan Kreider," and I said, "The Dan Kreider?" Because I didn't know he was an assistant coach here.
Got 3 receivers up top for PENN. Screen.
Warfel, threw it in a spot that he needed to throw it.
Yeah.
But he really took a shot.
Yeah, they had a lot of success with that play earlier in the first half. Let those defenders come screening in. Again, great athlete, tall, got the ball over the top, and they completed in the first half. Second half, though, just on the back pedal, and unfortunately did not have the same effect, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and 4 from the 48. PENN set to punt here with 6:12 left.
Skiatis got it away. The guy's just incredible. Great punt there. Let's give credit where credit's due again. I mean, that Bobcat defense, gave up nothing. Gave up nothing again. And now they get it back to their offense for another shot. Like I said, great job by that Bobcat defense tonight.
No, absolutely, and pretty solid job by both squads here with the kicking game. Other than this field goal, that we saw in the first half, both kickoff teams, punt teams have been solid.
We talk about that all the time, how critical special teams are, especially in high school football. So Dalton Moyer bringing out the troops.
Guessing some would say that about the NFL too in the kicking game, Bruce, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Moyer, he still got the football, and he was looking to throw it. Nothing was available. Nice play there by number 55. That was Pedro Gomez for Penn Manor.
Tripped up at number 55, Pedro Gomez.
PENN starting that play with only 10 guys on D. The 11th guy, number 11, running out right before the snap. Second down, and I don't know. It looks like the yardstick's at about 9 yards. Scoreboard. Okay, scoreboard changes. Second down, 9 now. 5:28 left here in the third quarter.
Moyer. That's Perez. Caden Perez, number 31. Apologize, I think, for the first half. We had that jersey misidentified, but as we mentioned,
tackle on the play, number
Coach
44,
apologized to me pregame for the fact that they were kind of they expected one set of jerseys and ended up with another one for this game. So
no, great job by Perez there. They're turning that up, getting upfield, getting north and south, and getting the first down. Great job of running. 1st and 10 from their own 33. 4:55 left here in the third quarter.
Moyer, and that's really the first time that they've held Castano to no gain tonight. He's been really good running the football, but I tell you what, that Penn Manor defensive line just moved the line of scrimmage into the Northeastern backfield.
38, Ty Washington.
Yeah, Rivera Washington there, great job. And again, talked about it's like, rarely, in the box are you going to see just one guy making tackles there with this Penn Manor defense. They're well coached. They play hard. They swarm, and you're seeing a couple of those dark blue jerseys getting on the ball carriers in the box, and penetration, which on that play just killed it before it started.
2nd and 12, crossbuck action. That's to Foster, and nowhere they keep the Penn Manor defense just keep pushing the Bobcats back.
Now, when we were here the last time, we kind of talked about how that Penn Manor offensive line had kind of started to take over the game. We're starting to see, those guys up front on defense for Penn Manor now. Here, in the waning few minutes of the third quarter, starting to kind of take over the line of scrimmage and kind of starting to set the tone. putting the Bobcats in a 3rd and 16 situation.
So Moyer now. Clearly a passing situation. Across the middle, wide open, and Foster, and he dropped the ball.
Moyer's pass was incomplete.
Dropped the ball.
4th down.
Isaiah Foster, he didn't catch it in his hands, it got to his pads, and that was the death knell for that pass.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for better execution, better running of the route, and just the way the whole play unfolded. And he had him beat, but like you said, Bruce, you got to catch that with your hands, and after that, anything else is bonus, but you got to secure the ball.
Riley Malley now. Not a bad kick. Oh, I mean, you got to catch that. You got to call a fair catch. You can't. They gave up 15 yards there by just not catching the ball, and there were 2 guys right there.
Bailey's punt.
Yeah, it kind of split the 2 guys, and you had the white jersey screaming through the middle there. Definitely worked out to the Bobcat advantage, and flipping the field. Penn Manor's going to be starting from looks like about their own 31, but 2:57 left here in the 3rd quarter. Score still stands. The home team, the Comets 7, visiting Bobcats 3. 1st and 10 from the 31.
So Eli Werfel, that's right up the middle. Looked like it was Edelman.
Yeah, and
barely to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what I talked about with that, Comet defense can say the same thing about the Bobcat defense here. You got three of those white jerseys on the ball carrier, and ends up being a tackle for loss. It's going to be 2nd and 11 now from the 30.
Werfel takes it himself up the middle. He's got good yardage.
Werfel, the keeper.
Nice tackle there. Was number 87 on the stop. Adrian Castano. I mean, he's been stalwart on both sides of the ball tonight for Northeastern.
Nice job by Werfel there. Of course, the fake of the jet coming across, pulled it, kept him himself. Picked up 7 yards and brings up 3rd and 4 now.
Werfel keeps it himself again. He's got a hole right up the middle, and there he goes. Wow, 63 yards right up the middle, Cary. 63 yards.
And again,
in the end zone by number 2, Eli Werfel.
That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. Again, kind of faking that same action, and Werfel just taking it right up the gut, and it's kind of like the parting of the Red Sea there, and
point number 14, Peter Skiatis.
just daylight straight ahead.
Well, very important extra point here for Skiatis and Penn Manor.
Waiting for the 2 wing guys to get on here for the extra point attempt.
Down. He got it through, I think. Yes, he did.
That's good.
The extra point is good.
Peter Skiatis makes it 14-3 in favor of Penn Manor. So a little breathing space. They open up the biggest margin of the night here with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now, that was really the first big play of the night, other than that play that got called back by Northeastern there in the first half, but that just opened wide open for him up the middle, Cary.
Find a fresh look that won't break the bank, and you'll be helping hundreds of local charities.
Plenty of time left here with 1:38 in the 3rd quarter. Again, I said a lot. The most important play is the next one coming up, but really crucial here, I think, for the Bobcats to put together a nice drive, and hopefully punch it into the end zone, and keep this within a 2-score game.
So Isaiah Foster and Connor Reeser back deep for this Peter Skiatis kick. Let's see if they kick it deep, which they do, and he kind of popped it up. So Reeser, room to run, and he's looking. Oh, good defense, or good coverage there by the return team.
Number 10, Connor Reeser.
You know, typically when those guys, stop,
And an attack at number 4.
that's the
Charles
death now. I
Gonzalez.
mean, they've got to keep moving forward on the return
Number 33,
there.
Jason Woodson.
And what it did is all the pursuit came down and got him on the opposite side, but
Yeah, one cut and go, Bruce. Get
one
north
cut
and
go,
south.
exactly right. You can't just stop
Start-
there and dance around.
Yeah, you start to, and east and west is one thing. You start to bubble it back. But again, we've seen a lot of those kicks going inside the 10. That one kind of went to about the 16, but got it out to 25. So 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Bobcats. 1:27 left.
Dalton Moyer. Oh, that's Stockbauer wide open up the middle.
Stockbauer to carry.
And this is what they need to do here in the last 2 minutes here in the third quarter is really just start gain that forward momentum going. Again, we saw that Penn Manor defensive line kind of start to dominate a little bit that last drive. So opportunity here for the Bobcats to reestablish some dominance up front and.
And right up the middle there, I believe that was Castano.
Gain of number 28,
Gain
Adam
of-
Stockbauer.
Probably about 2.
It was Stockbauer again.
Making a tackle for the Comets, number 38, Ty Washington.
So 2nd and about 8.
Down an 8.
Washington on the stop for Penn Manor. 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Got at least one more play we'll get here. 14-3, Penn Manor. Comets on top of the Bobcats.
Moyer. It's outside to Perez. We've got about 3.
1, Caden Perez.
I tell you what, that
Penn
Penn Manor
Manor
student
full
section
time
is just
wrestle.
frothing at the mouth. I mean, they're having fun tonight. So 3rd down and about 5, Cary, as the quarter ends. On to the 4th quarter
And that's the end of the third quarter.
with Penn Manor on top, 14-3. I want to thank all of our sponsors once again. Get Recruited Consulting, Brute Athletic. Thanks to EasternPennsylvaniaFootball.com for all of their assistance with
Another
the
shout out to one of our
SSP
sponsors,
Network.
Greenewald Roofing. Greenewald Roofing Company is a proud sponsor of the Penn Manor School District. By choosing Greenewald Roofing Company for your residential or commercial roof replacement, you are selecting a contractor in the top 1% of their profession who has met the most stringent credentials in the roofing.
So if you're
In other
Coach
words,
Brubaker,
you're
you got a
best
14-3 lead, Cary.
Experience and expertise.
What are you telling the troops?
Solid defense. They keep playing hard and keep playing stronger like they have been. Again, we're through 3 quarters and they've only given up a field goal. So
Greenewald Roofing Company.
again, plenty of time left with the full 12 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. It's a huge offensive drive here for the Bobcats. They really need to capitalize here, but again, with the exception of that one pass that was a touchdown that was called back, this Penn Manor defense has been really stingy.
Dalton Moyer back to pass. He's under the gun. He takes off. And he's got the first down and more. Almost to the 40-yard line. Wow, great play by Dalton Moyer.
Both of these quarterbacks are athletes, and again, that was a good decision making by both of them as well. Pulled at that time, got a lot of positive yards.
Time out for an injury.
Do have a Penn Manor player down, but it does look just like a cramp. I think that's stayed pretty consistent with what we've seen throughout the season so far. Again, it's a little bit of a cooler night now, especially with the sun down, but late third quarter, beginning of fourth quarter, we started to see in the games we've done so far this season, started to see the cramps start to sneak in.
Well, Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we've seen a cramp here or there, but it hasn't been like in years past. I think that, you know, a lot of these coaches and a lot of these trainers, much more educated now in, you know, how to treat and how to hydrate their players and when the hydration process needs to begin. If you start at the day of the game, you know, you're lost. You really have to start that days in advance, don't you, Cary?
Well, you do, and you know, I think one of the other things is, you're right. I think we saw a lot more of it last year at the beginning of the season, but again, you know, kind of apples and oranges, you know, night and day difference with what for most of the teams here in Pennsylvania, the preseason looked like this year, which looked a lot more what everybody's accustomed to. Getting the heat acclimation in, getting, you know, the regular practices in, getting that scrimmage in, versus, you know, what preseason looked like, you know, in the fall of 2020 for a lot of these teams. And you know, we talked about you know, the first couple of weeks where, you know, we really started out up in Schuylkill County, you know, at the beginning of last season, because they were kind of out in front of everybody getting back on the field. And you know, some of the other leagues, you know, Berks, Lancaster, Lebanon, you know, a little bit further behind getting back onto the field, you know, because everything was disjointed during the pandemic. So of course, we've seen games that have been canceled, postponed, teams not playing this week, but you know, we're here tonight and just happy to be out again.
That's Perez, and he's free! Still running, what a great run! And did he get in? He did! Touchdown! Touchdown, Caden Perez, what a run. He broke to the outside, cut back to the middle, then straight up the gut, and a touchdown for the Northeastern Bobcats to draw one in 14-9, Cary.
Two great runs back to back there. You know, Moyer, you know, flipping the field, doing a nice job with his feet, getting them the first down, getting them onto the PENN MANOR side of the field, and Perez, just an incredible run. Great job, and again, you know, plenty of time left. It wasn't do or die, but I'm sure the Bobcats feel a lot better putting that drive together, getting down the field, getting a touchdown on the board. And now we have waiting for the wing to come out here. And it's blocked! So you talk about special teams miscues, and I'm not going to say this 100% spot on, but you know, when you've got guys that are coming in off the sidelines to be part of your special teams, when you're driving down and getting close to the end zone, you know, your coaches are telling those guys to get ready. We saw it with both squads here for PENN MANOR, was both their wing guys coming out, you know, and then for the Bobcats, you know, a guy coming out late, and that's where the heat came from, off that right edge of the defense, the left edge of you know, the point after attempt team, and they got the block. You know, that's huge. Again, it's still a 2-score game, but yeah, again, you never want to miss opportunities to get points on the board. You know, especially because of just a personnel miscue, which kind of caused it. But so that brings us to 14-9. Home team, the Comets, up on top. 11:39 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, every point so valuable tonight, considering, you know, how tight this contest is. And kicking it deep. That's Kreider with it. And he cuts it straight upfield. Just like you're supposed to. He put that foot in that particular case, the ground up tires, and just took it straight ahead. Great return there. That was McCabe Kreider. So first and 10 for PENN MANOR now. 11:31 to go. Lots and lots of time remaining in this one.
And again, good kickoff. Got down right around to 10, maybe you know, a little bit deeper. And but yeah, one cut and go. Guiding north and south. Getting vertical, getting upfield, putting your team in great starting position here. You know, with the ball at the 38 and going out for PENN MANOR.
Werfel. And that's number 3, Stanley.
No, great job there. Again, we've seen that a couple of times where Warfel has pulled it. There he actually gave it out on that jet action coming across to Stanley. The ball was on the right hash. The wide side of the field was, closest to us here on the left, and, turned the corner, got some positive yards out of it.
So Bobcat player down, unfortunately. Down to 11:23 remaining in the game. Penn Manor with the ball and a 14-9 lead. Quite honestly, Cary, it's been low scoring, but there hasn't been a lack of excitement, that's for sure.
No, especially if you're a fan of defensive football. They've both these defenses have done a great job. And again, if you're just tuning in now or kind of miss a little bit of the opening, the Bobcats started out with 3 turnovers on their first 3 offensive drives, fumble and 2 interceptions. Better ball security since then. But our player's up, number 67 for the Bobcats, walking off on his own power.
Jacob Kinzinger seems to be okay. Always like to see him hop up under their own power. Wow, and a Penn Manor penalty. So moves them back to their own 29 now.
Yeah, I kind of missed that with the injury, but 11:23 left in the fourth quarter, and 1st and 19 now for the Comets.
Werfel out to the side. That's Hinkle. Oh boy! Great hit there by number 33, Dallas Moyer, out in the flat. Kind of broke the ball out of the receiver.
Yeah, no, good execution, play design. Yeah, you hit the guy on the run, getting a playmaker out in the space. But again, both of these teams on defense, and again, the Bobcats have been solid on the edge. Again, the last TD they gave up, was a very talented athlete, Werfel, the quarterback up the middle. But as far as contain goes and securing the edge and stringing things out, the Bobcats have done a nice job.
Werfel looking to throw. He's got number 3 there. That's Deshaun Stanley.
Play to number 3, Deshaun Stanley.
Great job by Penn Manor. Offense, great execution at play, but
11, Fernando Flores.
Again, you got
33, Dallas Moyer.
You got Flores and Moyer, 2 guys there for the Bobcats on the tackle.
3rd down and 13.
So still 3rd and 13. A tall order here for Penn Manor with 10:40 to go in this game to try and keep this drive alive. They're only up 14-9. Eli Werfel, that's Eric Hinkle to his left. Looking down the middle, that's caught. And he dropped the ball.
This pass was incomplete.
Well, we've kind of seen it now from both teams where they've had a receiver deep, had the defenders beat, and that's probably the most vertical we've seen anybody going in the passing game so far tonight, and just couldn't secure the ball.
Well, that was my mistake. It was Clark Wagstadt who
Number 14,
couldn't bring that down. So Skiatis now being called on for another pressure-packed kick. And he got it away. Fair catch. Well, this will be the best field position all night for the Bobcats.
Nice job by Penn Manor getting that off. And again, talk about that a lot on broadcast. Punters a little bit high, a little bit low, and it's in the that straight line coming back. They can field it, get the ball off. It's when it starts to go off to the left or the right. Things kind of can get discombobulated. But it's a lot of syllables.
My word.
That's a lot of syllables for me, Bruce. But regardless, again, the Bobcats answered the call. The last series did a great job, got down there, got into the end zone. 10-14 left. Here's their opportunity to drive and go on top for the first time in this game.
All right, that's Perez, and look at him go. He's been tough to stop the second half. Caden Perez for the Bobcats.
31, Caden Perez.
Yeah, I got to really give a shout out to these guys up front for the Bobcats. You know, a couple of series ago, I kind of talked about, you know, the pressure that defensive line of Penn Manor was putting on, you know, causing problems with the run game, with penetration, getting into the backfield. And the Bobcats, you know, drove last series, and they're doing it so far this series.
Stockbauer, boy, did he get the first down?
28, Adam Stockbauer.
I think he's short.
I don't know, a lot of bodies down there. I don't know where the knee was. I don't even know if the ball made it all the way across. 9:23, 22, 21, 20 left here in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Yeah, you know, two good football teams going at it, Cary.
Now both coming in at 1-1. Obviously, at the end of the night, you'd rather be at 2-1, you know, as compared to 1-2.
Moyer, he's under pressure, he gets away! Went right through three defenders to get down to about the 30-yard line. How did he get around those guys?
No, great job there. Again, both these quarterbacks very athletic. Moyer kind of took over some things with his feet there, you know, with flipping the field the last series. You know, just made a big play with his feet again.
First and 10.
Great job there.
3-yard line.
Maybe the only thing he could have done is got that ball into that outside hand coming down the sidelines.
How did he get away from those guys? Tremendous play by quarterback Dalton Moyer, scrambling. And the Bobcats here in business. Moyer has Perez on some crossbuck action, slithers through to about the 31.
Yeah, again, you know, this drive, they're getting positive yards. Again, that probably got, you know, one or two, but again, you know, it's that offensive line. You know, compared to a couple of series ago, they're doing a nice job. They're not getting penetrated on by that Penn Manor defensive front.
They're playing with a lot of confidence, that's for sure.
When you can pound the ball like that, offensive linemen love that.
That's Stockbauer right up the middle. Doesn't get a whole lot. Maybe up to about the 29-yard line.
Again, it's tough though to run side, you know, in the box on the Penn Manor defense. Yeah, they
brings him a third down.
Important third down here. 3rd and 6. 7:50 to go.
See a lot of those blue jerseys getting to the ball. Yeah, 3rd and 6. Ball is on the Penn Manor 29.
Student section, make some noise for your defense. I can't hear you.
Well, the announcer revving on the student section for some noise, and Stockbauer just dives it right into the line for maybe a yard.
Well, it's going to bring up fourth down.
And number 4, Charlie Gonzalez.
Ball's down to about the 28. So obviously, this situation now, you know, needing a touchdown to go up on top.
Let's hear you, Comet fans.
They're going to go for it.
Stockbauer, the only setback. And he fumbled the football, picks it up. Oh, and he's dropped. That play had no chance after he dropped the football. And Penn Manor, a good defensive stand, they'll take over on their own 29-yard line with 6:54 to go, leading 14-9, Cary.
No, great job by Moyer there, just being able to pick it up, look like a miscue on the snap. Again, you know, he has the ability to make things happen and kind of, you know, sneak his way through, you know, but again, the amount of blue jerseys getting to the ball carrier inside the box every time was the difference there. Huge drive here. Bobcats, you know, need to get the ball back. Penn Manor can kind of, you know, really just kind of grind this out for a little bit.
Worth it. Not a lot there. Nice penetration there by number 87 there, Adrian Castano. He's been a stalwart on defense and played well in offense tonight too for the Bobcats.
No, really, just kind of got back to the line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd and 10. Penn Manor on their own 29, 6:29 left here in the fourth quarter. This series, can kind of make it or break it for either one of these squads.
You got that right. So Werfel now. That's Edelman behind him. He's under the gun. Wow, man, he's lucky. I mean, he had that ball hanging out there. I'm surprised the defense didn't go for it.
Yeah, I don't know, definitely broken. It kind of looked like he was trying to get it out to a guy here on the left. Eventually pulled it in, but yeah, it was kind of running with the ball hanging out there. And, thankfully for Penn Manor, no miscue, avoided disaster. Regardless, brings up a 3rd and 5 here for the Comets.
Look for McCabe Kreider on this play. He split to the top. And that's Werfel looking. And he was trying to get Kreider. Nope. That pass was intended for number 80. I'm sorry. That was Mike Evans. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Peter Skiatis again with a pressure pack punt for these Penn Manor Comets.
Just very fortunate there. Slung it out there.
Play number 14, Peter Skiatis.
It could have ended up being, potential pick going the other way, but 4th down sets up the punt.
He gets a good one off. That's deep. And he drops it. And tightroping up the sidelines there was number 10. That was Connor Reeser.
Reeser on the return. There's a flag on the play.
But, I tell you what, pressure pack kick after pressure pack kick we've seen Peter Skiatis come up with for these Penn Manor Comets here in now the second game that we've been doing, Cary.
Yep, and it looks like we got, block in the back on the Bobcats. Gonna take it back.
Getting a little chilly out here tonight, partner.
Yeah, beautiful sunset here in Millersville, but sun's steadily down now, and starting to feel a little bit more fallish, a little bit more like PA high school football weather here in early part of September.
5:04 left. Obviously, I think a huge drive here for the Bobcats.
Yeah. Just thrilled to be back out here again, being able to bring these games to the fans. So 1st and 10, starting from their own 17, 5:04 left in the fourth quarter.
That's Perez. Not a whole lot there. Boy, I tell you what, you get him in some space, and that guy's as good as anybody.
Spencer Stewart, number 44, Adam Detmer.
Now we've seen 3 runners here with some wheels. Werfel the quarterback for Penn Manor, but Moyer the quarterback for the Bobcats, and Perez.
Moyer looking. Looks like there's going to be a holding penalty. It's going to come back. Wow. I mean. Number 7, Clay Hanna, just about took that Bobcat player's head off.
Northeastern.
Yeah, not quite sure that suplex or a stunner there on the tackle. But that yellow hanky's out, and unfortunately it's going to go against the Bobcats. It's going to bring back a very positive yardage play for them.
Such an important drive in this game. Now down to 4:23 remaining. The Bobcats this could be their final shot.
4:23 left in the fourth quarter. Millersville. Guess pretty clear skies. A little crescent moon out to our left, down on the scoreboard side.
Moyer. That's Perez on the sweep. Hendon well.
Randall goes into 31.
I think that was Eric Hinkle with the stop. Nice tackle.
Common tackle by number 9, Eric Hinkle.
So kind of looking at a
Third down.
long third down here. 3rd and 15, probably not in the comfort zone for this Bobcat offense. Biggest play of the night for them so far.
3rd down and 15. 3:30 to go in this ball game. Moyer under pressure, and he's brought down. Nice play there. That was number 24, Will Stovers.
Number 24, Will Stover.
Stover, nice job there, but you got to give credit to the D-backs as well.
4th down and 21.
Moyer really had nowhere to go with that. Yard or so of breathing room for the Bobcat punter.
Bad snap, but a good kick.
I'll tell you what, that snap bouncing back.
Got some room and brought down.
Return number 9, Eric Hinkle.
So Penn Manor up 14-9 now with the ball. 2:44 remaining, Cary.
Now, this Bobcat defense has come up big, time after time after time. Most of the night. Again, they've really only given up one big play. And, again, they're going to be called on again to come up big with 2:44 left. Got to try and get this ball back, as soon as possible.
So Werfel. And that's Edelman right up the middle.
And up goes number 34, Ethan Edelman.
2:34 left here in the
Looks like we got a
fourth quarter.
Timeout. Northeastern.
So Northeastern with the timeout. 2:33 to go. It's getting awful chilly, but it's so late in the game, I'm not worried about putting the sweatshirt on, that's for sure.
Hey fans.
No, we have a nice little backdrop behind us here.
Interior Orthodontics is the best choice for your families.
I love this stadium. Just a great place, not only to, broadcast the football game, but to watch a football game. I mean, lots of room for the fans. Plenty of concessions, plenty of restrooms, great press box.
Consultation.
Good stuff. Thanks to Steve Kramer, Athletic Director at Penn Manor, once again. Really appreciate the opportunity, and we're having fun doing these Penn Manor games, aren't we, Cary? We've had two entertaining games.
Absolutely, and again, great, like I said, great place here in Millersville, one of the great Division II schools in the state system here in Pennsylvania.
Hinkle stopped, dead in his tracks.
Pitch goes to number 9, Eric Hinkle.
Nice tackle there by number 11. That's Fernando Flores.
Fernando Flores. Timeout. Bobcats.
Well, running out of timeouts. They only have one left now. 2:25 to go, but it is 3rd and 10, Cary, so probably one more down.
Call us today and we can be at your home or work. Visit lapelectric.com or call us at 717-392-0804.
So all they can do is hope for a stop here. Get the ball back on a kick, and they clearly aren't going to have the best of field position to do it, but the Bobcats still not out of time yet.
Now again, the Comets have been on top, so far the whole night, down to 2:25 here in the fourth quarter. But regardless of that, it's still really just one-score game.
Hinkle to Werfel's right. Werfel He just taking himself. Run pass option, and he got it out. The catch. That is number 11 this time. Kirk Wagstaff. Nice grab by
First down
Kirk.
for the Comets.
Great job by Wagstaff, getting deep enough, being able to come back to the ball, still be past the chains, and when he made that catch and secured it, the first down was secured as well. So again, 2:12, 2:11, 2:10, 2:09 left here in the fourth quarter. And now first and 10 from the 16.
Well, I can announce that they've got a fresh set of downs, Cary.
Yeah, how about that, Bruce? Of course, that's your show you've been doing for a long time during the week. Really focusing on District 3, but now you're also covering what's going on in the Philly area and out west as well.
So Werfel. Yeah, and actually it's kind of nice this week. Scheduled to appear on the fresh set of downs with us Wednesdays. We do it from 551 West here in downtown Lancaster.
That's their final
And
time.
we're going to have Mike Drago join us for some conversation Wednesday. So Mike Drago, obviously one of the
Godfather
sports writers in the state of Pennsylvania, going to be joining Daryl and I for fresh set of downs this coming Wednesday at 7. That's on SSP Network here on YouTube.
And I'm guessing you guys will be talking a little bit about what's going to go on with the playoffs here at the end of the season. Again, I talked about a few times during the night, teams either canceling games, postponing games, trying to find opponents at the last minute. Of course, we know last year where it went to, teams, the power rankings, how many games they play, teams having enough games to be able to be considered for the playoffs.
Right, and it's squarely in the crosshairs with Bishop McDevitt having to cancel a game, and that was obviously one of the top teams in 4A in District 3. So I'm really interested to hear, what Mike has to say about that. I'm really interested to hear what District 3 has to say about that. So Eric Werfel.
1:34 left.
And did he get in? Just short.
Stopped at the 1 yard line.
Well, really, it's been Werfel and his legs that have been the offense for PENN MANOR tonight. He has a running touchdown each half here, which has given them, the position they have on the scoreboard, being on top, 14-9 over the visiting Bobcats.
So impressed with Eli Werfel in the two games that we've seen him play. Just stellar decision making and in for the touchdown.
Touchdown! Comets! In the end zone for PENN MANOR number 2, Eli Werfel.
The score, you talk about the score not indicating really the closeness of a game. But this game, obviously a lot closer than what, the final 20 or 21-9 is going to, show up in the newspaper or on EasternPFootball.com.
No, you're right, Bruce. And again, I can't take anything. I don't think anybody can take anything away from what this Bobcat defense did tonight. Until right here and under the final minute, just keeping it a one-score game. PAT is good, barring anything out of the super ordinary here.
Super ordinary.
Looks like we may finish this one up with a score of 21-9. Again, the home team here, the PENN MANOR Comets, victorious in the two games that we've had them here on this field.
They've been impressive. They have been impressive to watch.
The defense is just, it was solid. It was solid all night. And, just giving up 3 points over the 4 quarters with 54 seconds left, of course. And, the offense, really it's, Werfel and his 3 rushing touchdowns, I think, are kind of the story of the night here. for the Comets.
Well, the next time we see Penn Manor, it'll be back here in Millersville, October 1st, against Wilson. So,
of course, we got to see Wilson last week, and they just ran into the machine that Governor Mifflin is. And Nick Singleton, of course, we got to see him break the Berks County touchdown record last week. Nick Singleton and Governor Mifflin broke the Berks County rushing record. Tonight, and a couple games into his senior year, keep in mind they only played 8 games last year, and been trying to watch. Wilson is over at Exeter tonight. Exeter was up on top. I think there's some injuries for Mifflin. So just checking on that score, it looks like Exeter Township's up 28-14 over those Wilson Bulldogs at the end of the third quarter.
They haven't played since 2007, and they're not going to play for quite a while, that's for sure, under the new Lancaster Limited League scheduling. So
kickoff goes out of bounds.
Wow, boy, that'd be a huge win for the Eagles.
No, it would, and Wilson, who we'll see here at Penn Manor in a couple of weeks, kind of just edged it out over Central Dauphin in week 1. Again, ran into the machine known as Governor Mifflin last week, and now down to another 5A team. And of course, Mifflin's 5A and 5A team, and the Exeter Eagles. And of course, Exeter is very loaded. A lot of talented ball players on there. Division I guys, and I believe Penn State and Maryland were there tonight watching Joey Schaffler. Strauss already committed to Villanova. Ty Yoakum getting a lot of looks. So the team that Wilson's facing tonight's definitely loaded. So we'll see what transpires the next couple of weeks before we see those Wilson Bulldogs here. In Millersville taking on Penn Manor.
Well, we'll see Exeter October 15th when they visit Berks Catholic. So, all these teams you're talking about,
Yep, they all
in the booth with them.
All are connect. And again, you got to see
Bobcats from the 50-yard line.
Governor Mifflin and Penn Manor scrimmage. And of course, we've seen Penn Manor, we've seen Wilson.
Back up close to the line of scrimmage. Counting down here, Cary. About 40 seconds to go. A lot of happy fans here at Penn Manor. Another great night of attendance for Penn Manor football. I tell you, this play, they bring out the fans, don't they?
No, they do. And again, you got to take into consideration this is Millersville University. It's really big home stands, and they pack it with fans.
And a great representation by the student section. That student section, that's big and boisterous.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Penn Manor. We're down under 10 seconds here. And they didn't get the play off before the end of the game. So that's going to end it. Penn Manor wins. They beat Northeastern Bobcats 21-9.
Northeastern 9.
All right, Cary, we're getting a little bit of light put on the subject here, but up in our broadcast booth here in Millersville, very plush. We're loving our gigs here at Penn Manor doing these games. And another impressive performance by Penn Manor, they won against Comets Valley very similarly, by dominating the ground game. And tonight, they did it as well.
Woeful again, 3 rushing touchdowns, great job by him, making plays, and again, impressed with this Penn Manor defense, again, especially in the box, but, all around, just the amount of blue jerseys are getting to each of these ball carriers wherever they are, and making tackles. So, exception of, one big play which was called back, and, just a touchdown from, right up against our own goal line. This Penn Manor defense has been impressive.
Yeah, they have. I mean, the team for me, very impressive. Look, you have to have, a tough game here or there. Obviously, they had a tough game against LS, but my gosh, very impressive performance tonight. Quite honestly, when you look at it, the whole 6A, in District 3, wide open from what I'm seeing right now.
No, it is wide open, and again, there's really two factors here. It's what happens on the field each Friday night and what happens during the week with trying to navigate all the ins and outs of the pandemic. And, it's just a reality it looks like we're going to be dealing with again this season. So, it's, the old football saying control the controllable. So each week if you're, given the opportunity to come out here and play, get those wins. And, walking out of here tonight, Penn Manor's walking out now 2-1.
Yeah, big win when you consider the grand scheme of things. What's going to happen in Section 1 of the Lancaster Lebanon League? I mean, it's, like I said, it's wide open. I felt that one of the themes of District 3 this year was going to be a lot of these teams that, have been kind of middle of the pack. We're going to rise up for championships. Don't forget about Cedar Crest as well. We're going to have Penn Manor and Cedar Crest here. Penn Manor and Wilson. I mean, those are going to be critical Section 1 LL games that we're going to have the opportunity to broadcast.
No, and really, you're looking at the big boys here in Section 1 in the Lancaster Lebanon League. And again, coming out tonight, Wilson could very much be 1-2, having 2 losses to 2 5A teams back-to-back weeks.
That's not good for the power ranking.
No, and Manheim Township picking up a game, playing Harrisburg, I believe, tomorrow, midday, and like you said, Cedar Crest in the mix too.
What's happening with Central Dolphin now?
Well, that's it too. So I mean, it's just really, when you look at across District 3 and the big 6A teams, I mean, there's a lot of football left to be played, and again, teams, you got to take advantage of the opportunities to come out and control what they can control.
Well, from what I've seen, the 2 games that we've done with Penn Manor, it sure looks to me like they're going to be right in it till the end, and this is a playoff contender in my mind with everything that's going on.
Field's wide open, Bruce. It's wide open.
Field's wide open. Hey, listen, thank you very much for enjoying the game that we've had here tonight between Penn Manor and Northeastern. Don't forget, you can go back in and contribute to the Penn Manor Coaches Scholarship Fund for the next week. The Eventbrite donation link will be there all week. If you didn't contribute tonight, show it in your heart to go back in, contribute to the Penn Manor Coaches Association. It's for a great cause, scholarships for kids. So for my partner, Cary Moyer, I'm Bruce Badgley. For Ethan Sanner, hey, we'll see you next week.